They were really good. I was very impressed how good they were. So that'll be exciting. But other than that, as far as drinks, we're having standard beer, wine, and then an open bar with hard liquor. So people can get whatever they want.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have Ellie here again. Ellie, hello. Welcome
Hi, thank you for having me back again.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, when my audience reach out and say, "Oh, I love the Texas girl," and they have me like learn a lot about Texas. Now I started to like Texas too.
Texas. Nice, that's great.
Yeah, you just engaged and are going to get married. I know you got your marriage license like yesterday.
Yes, we picked it up yesterday, and then our wedding is in 30 days on July 30th.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be here like before we know it.
Yeah, I know.
This month is gonna go by very quickly.
Exactly, especially we have the conference coming, things going on. Without notice, like 30 days passed. Yeah,
it'll go by really fast. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the wedding, I know American wedding, you normally have the dressing code. What's your wedding dress code?
Ours is black tie. So men are expected to wear tuxedos or like a very dark colored suit. So like navy blue, black, or like a dark charcoal gray. And then for ladies, that essentially means like a long formal gown. No short dresses.
Oh, that's pretty formal.
Yes. Basically, you can have, there's black tie, and then like the level above that is white tie, where guys wear tails on their tuxedos, like they, like penguin tail tuxedos.
Yes.
So ours is kind of like, it's not the most formal type of wedding, but it's one step below that.
Some pictures and share with me. I think it's going to be very, very organized and very pretty.
I hope so. I mean, we've hired a planner. And one reason why our wedding is black tie is because of the time of day it is. Typically, if you're getting married in the evening, the dress code's a little more formal. So we're getting our ceremonies at 6:30 in the evening.
I see.
So with a later ceremony like that, you see more weddings as formal.
As I know, most of the weddings are happening in the evening. Weddings happen in the daytime?
I would say like the most common time, I would say like starting around 5, but technically 5 o'clock is the afternoon. So we chose to have a later ceremony. It made sense because then our dress code would be formal. Then our reception ends at 11.
I know when American people get married and the girl's side normally take responsible for the whole wedding.
Typically the way it works is the bride's parents pay for the wedding. So that includes the ceremony and the reception. And then the groom's parents pay for the rehearsal dinner and then the honeymoon. And our situation is a little different in that my mother is paying for all of it. She's doing the rehearsal dinner. We are also having a very big welcome party on Friday night for all of the guests who have come in for the wedding. My mom is paying for all of it.
Your mom is so generous. It's lucky.
She's very generous. Very generous. And with inflation being so bad right now, she has had to increase our budget several times simply because the cost of materials has gone up significantly. So she's been very generous throughout the entire process, and I'm very grateful for her.
Oh, your mom is awesome.
Yeah.
She's great.
But she's really excited about it. So
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I believe you are her favorite. I think so.
A little bit.
Yeah. Normally for the American weddings, you have a band to play the music. Yeah.
Yes. So it's either a band or a DJ. We have a live band. That's what we wanted. Bands can cost more than a DJ, but we wanted a live band. depending on how many instruments are in the band, that can impact the cost, or how many people are performing can impact the cost. And you can find people within different price ranges. So when our wedding planner set our budget, she allotted a certain amount of money for our band, and then we went in and found or she helped us find a band. She found the band. So within our like parameters of what we wanted in terms of like music wise, and then like what went in our budget.
So it's not you already know this band. Okay.
No, she sent us links to various websites with band. And then we picked one based off of that. One piece of criteria that was really important is Chris really likes country music. So we wanted a band that knew how to play like some country music, but then also could play the normal songs that you hear at weddings. So there's kind of two different pieces of music to a wedding. There's the band that you have for the reception, and then at the ceremony you have music. We have for our ceremony we have a string quartet playing. Like it's a violin, a viola. I'm trying to think what the other two pieces are. So they're going to play during the ceremony, and it's very traditional music. And then they'll play also during cocktail hour, like before the actual reception starts.
Yes.
But then I really, really wanted a bagpiper. So I am walking down the aisle to a bagpiper playing.
Oh, that will be very, very cool.
It's going to be very dramatic.
Yeah, I know.
Bagpipes are very loud.
So for the whole wedding process, you have your people organized for the whole wedding, and you're gonna try all different dishes, right? What's the process look like?
We went to our venue because our venue we're getting married at a country club, so they do the catering there. And before we went and had like our tasting where we tasted everything, we had to go through like a 30-page menu of food and pick things that interested us that we wanted to taste and potentially have at the wedding. And then we went to our tasting, tasted everything, and then picked our menu right there, like after we finished tasting everything. So we have a pretty good assortment of food, because one of our priorities was making sure that people who were vegetarians had vegetarian options. People who didn't eat seafood could eat other things. So we have a really good assortment. We have a carving station with beef tenderloin, so people will be very well fed. Like that's the other important thing, is you want to make sure people eat, because they're going to be drinking. Most of them are. So you want to make sure that there's a balance.
Yeah. Did you also need to test different beverage?
The one beverage we tasted what's very common now in the States is the bride and groom have their own signature cocktail. So the bride picks her favorite drink and the groom picks his. For mine, as a way of honoring my father, we are doing his margarita recipe. So that is my signature beverage. It's called a Scotterita, because his name is Scott. I gave the country club his recipe and gave the specific instructions, and then they made it for us, and we tasted it when we were there in May to make sure it tasted like his, and it did. That was the only drink we tasted, but there are instances where you would.
Oh, so you took the recipe to the caterer, then they made that beverage.
Yeah. You know how alcohol, there's so many different brands and varieties. I gave them specifically what he used brand wise. So they were able to replicate it exactly how he drank or how he made it.
I see. Oh, that's so sweet.
So sweet. They were really good. I was very impressed how good they were. So that'll be exciting. But other than that, as far as drinks, we're having standard beer, wine, and then an open bar with hard liquor. So people can get whatever they want.